Well, welcome. I'm delighted to be joined by Alexander-Ali Dalipi, Principal of HR1Systems. HR1Systems is a full-service client-side implementation and optimization partner for HR, information systems, payroll processing, and managed services. Alex, welcome. I'm so excited about our conversation today.
Thank you so much. So glad to be here.
Could you start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and how you started HR1Systems?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give you a day in the life of Alexander-Ali Dalipi. It started out with getting my undergraduates in physics and mathematics. So I love science. Moved on to HR and got my very first job in a fashion footwear company as the HR coordinator, and then moved my way all the way up from different organizations, and then getting my master's degree in HR development, and then landed a really amazing, successful role at an investment banking firm for about 4 years, and then moved on to open up my own consulting firm, which is HR1Systems.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about HR1Systems. What are some of the specialties and ways that you help customers?
Yeah, so HR1Systems is a full client-side implementation and managed services boutique firm. So we really love data and data analytics. So from an implementation perspective, we really love partnering up with several of our vendors. One of our premier vendors and partners is UKG. And we also love managed services and helping our clients on supporting them in post-go-live systems. And then as well as we have a managed services. And on the managed services side, we actually help clients with payroll and HR services. So for example, we have clients that unfortunately their payroll person resigned, or unfortunately they had to let go for whatever reasons. And so our clients can say, oh my God, Alex, we need you to come in, help run payroll for about 2 to 3 months until we find a replacement, and then help train them and bring them back out. So when you ask about HR1Systems, we're not just about implementation. We're not just about managed services. We are about partnering up with our customers and becoming a true extended HR department for them.
So you really act on their behalf during the implementation to ensure and consult with them that things go well. But I mean, you're essentially augmenting the resources that they have internally. Is that right?
Oh man. So what we like to do is we have a team of analysts, and we want our clients to feel like they have extra hands, extra resources, extra analysts, support, headcount, whatever they need, we are going to fill that role. So for example, a lot of our implementations that we end up helping and supporting our clients, they really need help on historical data conversion, right? Data migration from legacy systems into new systems, right? So that kind of starts out that way. We're like, oh, Alex, you're really great. Just help us with the data conversion, the data transformations. But then later on, it turns out, wow, Alex, you're 100% like certified in the platform. You know the system like the back of your hand. And we love that. We can then strategize and help the clients when it comes to optimizing, automating, and business intelligence reporting on their technology with their data.
I love that. You know, we're seeing in the reviews on Raven and Tell about the work that HR1Systems does is that, you know, there's almost a hyper care that continues to come up in some of the responses. What is your approach to service? And could you describe a little bit about the way that you package the service strategy that you have?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, mic drop to Raven Intelligence for hitting your 1,000 reviews on your platform. So honestly, we can't do it without you. So our reviews, Raven Intelligence, are critical. You are our exclusive provider when it comes to peer reviews, especially when it's anonymous. So we love that about you. So when we talk about packaging, absolutely, we'll come in and we will spend time actually learning about their needs of the product that they're currently coming off of, and then the new technology or the vendors that they're going to. So we'll start out either coming in on a pre-deal, mid-deal, or post-go live deal. And then depending on each one of these 3 different stages of the project, we tailor our needs to the clients. So when I talk about our managed services or the way we support, we're not just a consulting company. We are an extended part of the HR and payroll team. So that's how we really present ourselves and how we deliver any of our services or advisories on any platform or procedures or best practices of that. So we really do like that. And I think clients appreciate that too, because it's a little bit more organic. I've been in HR for over 23 years. HR1Systems has been around for 7 years now. So this is where we kind of like to tailor our services. So when we really say we're a boutique firm, we really do mean we are partners of my colleagues in the industry, because I am 23 years HR professional.
That's awesome. So that level of experience sort of sets you apart and makes you unique. What are some of the things that set you apart from, the peers that you have in the industry?
I think I'm the only crazy one getting my doctorate in education at this point in my life. Where I think CEOs and other owners of industry are really focusing on taking their company to the next level, expanding, bringing in more business. A lot of my other colleagues are really focused on sales. I'm still an analyst. I'm still crunching data. I'm still getting Excel files. I'm still, configuring the system. So I don't know. I'm going to be forever a geek. I mean, I think that's why I'm torturing myself with my doctorate in education focused on organizational change and leadership at Lehman College.
Really becoming the expert, not just in the system, but in the HR field as well. That's truly unique. I don't know many other, if any, doctorates in what you're doing. So
yeah, I actually have a lot of clients. I have one of my really favorite clients right now in the medical field, and she has a PhD, and she's the head of HR in that organization. And I just geek out with her, and I'm like, how did you do it? Like, for those late nights? And she's like, listen, Alex, you're gonna do great. Just eye on the prize, eye on the prize. I was like just passing my dissertation defense. That's all I care about. But the research that I'm doing, which I don't want to reveal too much right now, it's fascinating. And I've put it out there with feelers with some of my colleagues, some of my mentors. And every time I talk about my dissertation topic, everybody's like, whoa, like, nobody's thinking about this, especially from the HR space. And like, wow, like this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be definitely rocking some boats. And I'm like, well, that's good, because that's what education's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be comfortable. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be challenging and thought provocative. And those are quotes from my professors, my current professors. So I'm just embracing the challenges.
That's awesome. Well, I think, HR and the industry and function in general is ripe for disruption. So I'm looking forward to hearing what that topic is as well.
Stay tuned.
So tell me about TLC. I see that, in some of the materials that you have and on your website. What is TLC?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we have taken TLC, which traditionally in English language is known for tender love and care. And we really love that concept. So what we wanted to do is we don't want to use language that is outdated in today's culture, in today's industry, as well as our generation. So instead of using the terms white glove service or luxury service or high brand or premium, we really wanted to talk about TLC in the sense as total luxury care. So we wanted to rebrand luxury. We wanted to rebrand TLC, like tender love and care. And we really wanted to bring that into our industry and personify what our foundational brand is at HR1Systems. And that really is providing total luxury care. So it's about quality of service. It's about customer service. It's about response rate, high integrity, high information, knowledge based. So my team is all personally trained by me. So I'm not outsourcing them to watch videos and training modules or third-party platforms. I teach them myself everything that I've learned in the last 23 years of my career in HR and in the last 7 years as being a consultant. So really, it is branding for us, it is quality of service, and then it truly is good customer service. So total luxury care really equals total customer service care.
And, and we hear that in the reviews reflected. They might not use the TLC term, but they certainly do talk about the responsiveness and the fact that that your team becomes an extension of them. So
Yeah.
important in a partner.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to a software customer who's about to do an implementation, whether it be UKG, a new module addition? What are some of the things that they should know before they begin?
Yeah, so I get this a lot from a lot of potential customers coming on board. And when we come up to challenges, I'm going to be very honest and frank. As you know, personally, I'm a very straightforward kind of guy. And so I like to talk about, at the end of the day, we can provide all this amazing service, but we all have budgets we have to play into, right? So one of the things we always like to talk about is, let's start out with education. Let's start out with training. So let's start out with a nice small budget. Let us teach you how to fish, not for the day, but for long term. So let us teach you how the platform is set up, how the software is designed. So then you have a nice holistic perspective and view of the platform that you've just purchased. So then what ends up happening is when we provide them that education and that one-on-one personal training, they now feel empowered, comfortable emotionally and intellectually to go into an implementation that then says, wow, Alex's team already taught me how to do this. I know exactly what they're talking about, right? As opposed to sometimes you kind of come in and you're just, either you want to do the project or you want to get the work done and you kind of want to push the project along. We're not about pushing the project along. For us, it's relationships. I'm 23 years into HR, 7 years as a consultant, right? HR1Systems cares about relationships. And we build relationships by education. And we educate our customers and our colleagues and our friends and our partners in the platform. Let's just use, for example, right now, UKG Ready platform. It's so powerful and so versatile that there's so many different areas the system can be modified, customized. And as a new customer coming in, you're coming maybe from an older legacy platform and you're coming in from, to this jaguar of a system. Where do you begin to learn about it? And that's what we really like. We start them out, let's take the basics, let's build the education little by little. And we like to do that right in the very beginning of an implementation, so we can get them emotionally, mentally, and educationally prepared of the actual implementation requirements needed in order to get the project to be successful. We've done some case studies, and we always find it was always that lack of education, because when you're educated in something, when you know how to do something, you feel 10 times more comfortable and the resistance level completely drops. And you become more emotionally attached to the platform. And that's what we want. I'm a Cancer, so I'm very emotional, very passionate. So when I learn something, I fall 2 times harder in love with the platform.
That's awesome. So give a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach a man a fish, he eats for a lifetime. And Alex, as I know you and the work that HR1Systems does, I think that's part of your secret sauce, is that educational process and that wisdom that you impart to your clients.
I'm going to diverge just a little bit for you. You asked what kind of makes HR1Systems stand out of all other colleagues in my industry. It is because of this educational aspect. And so many of my mentors have said, Alex, have you lost your mind? Who would go back for a doctorate degree? It's not an easy feat. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of late nights. It's a lot of research and dedication. And you truly have to love what you're studying and what you're researching in. And my topic is directly related to this industry, to HR1Systems directly. And why? Because time after time, these case studies and these clients that I'm working with, it keeps coming up: education, education, education. So it just, I can't emphasize how much and how passionate I am about both these different worlds, and especially when it comes to technology, since we are now in the age of AI.
Absolutely. Well, it's evident, and that passion that you have for teaching and education is very visible.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, Alex, thank you so much for the time that you've spent with me. Is there any final words that you would have to clients that you'd like to say to sort of wrap us up today?
Yeah, so one, thank you so much for our clients. The current ones we have, the past ones we have, we're always so blessed to have them be part of our team and to truly trust us, not only as the company, but us individually as analysts and as a partner in their organizations to help make their companies successful with the platforms and technologies that they're using. And I'm going to bring AI into this. Education is so important, and the more we continue to learn, even if it's little step, little by little, and be just slowly exposed to the next generation of technology, the next generation of how the world is going to change with us with AI, I think that's truly important that we always have in our peripherals as we continue to progress in the next generation of HR systems and HR platforms and in the HR industry and community.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see where HR1Systems goes this year. Alex, where you personally go with your leadership and your degree as well. So thanks again for being here. And yeah, to all of our viewers, check out HR1Systems on Raven Intel and read the reviews. Really proof of everything that Alex and I talked through today.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.